On the screen you can see a copy of my drawing, and I have used line, hatching and cross-hatching to show tone and to make the face look more three-dimensional. So using it to show tone and using it to show form. And my drawing is still unfinished, but one day it will be finished. So I'm going to move that out of the way, and what we're going to do now is we're going to have a go at doing a couple of things, some of the skills you need to practice before you even start drawing. So we're going to practice pen control, and we're going to have a go at using line, hatching and cross hatching. And I have got here a black fine liner pen, and it's the sort of pen that you're going to be using for this project. So, a couple of things I'd like you to remember. You can get different qualities of line with this pen depending on how you hold it. If you hold it very, very upright, you're going to have quite a heavy dark line. If you hold it at a 45-degree angle, you're going to have a lighter line. And if you hold it at a very, very oblique angle, you can get a very, very nice, scratchy, feathery line. So different qualities of line there. And the one on the end, that's a really good skill to practice because that's incredibly useful if you are doing lighter areas of your drawing. You don't want to leave the paper completely white, but you don't want big, heavy marks everywhere. So line, going from dark and heavy to in between to light and wispy. When you use line, and when you use line to show light, darks and mid-tones on your drawing, you can control how light and dark it looks depending on how you hold your pen, but also depending on how close together you put your lines. You could have lines that are quite far apart for pale areas. You could have lines that are very, very close together for dark areas, and these are all the little kind of tiny decisions that you'll make as you're creating your drawing. So line, it is what it is. It's using lines, pressing hard, pressing lightly, holding your pen upright, holding your pen at an angle, close together or far apart to create tone. And you can also try something that we call contour lines, which is if you wanted to show something was curved, instead of just drawing straight lines, you draw curved lines. But using the same technique, you can go very, very close together for dark areas, further apart for lighter areas. Hatching is using line, but then you go over it once to create a hatch. Again, you can control tone depending on how you hold your pen, whether you're getting a bold line or a light line, but also you can control tone by thinking about how far apart or close together you put the lines that you're hatching with. You could try going quite wide in one direction. You could try going quite close together in another direction. Typically you'll hatch on a diagonal, but you don't have to. I'm not turning my paper because I'm filming, but you can also move your paper, turn it around to make your drawing and your hatching easier. Some people do like to turn their paper to draw a different direction. So we've got line, we've got hatching, and the next one is cross hatching. So I'm going to go once, twice, then I've got hatching, and then I'm going to go in another direction 3 times to make it cross hatching. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and potentially you could get really, really dark by building up layers and layers and layers of hatching. And similarly, you don't have to hatch with completely straight lines. You could try cross hatching with curved lines, depending on what you're drawing. So you can see those would be useful marks to make to draw something that was curved. So you're going to have a go at playing with the pen, playing with purpose. You're going to have a go at holding it at different angles. You're going to have a go at using line to create tone, hatching and cross hatching. Really get to grips with the pen control, think about what you can do with it, and when you've had a go at that, you're going to be ready to have a go at tackling an actual drawing.